Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya-madhyamam Asmadacharya-paryantam Vande Guru-paramparam. Om. Namaste, all of you. Welcome back to our continuing study of Shrimad Bhagawad Geetha through the pages of Poojya Swamiji's, Poojya Swami Dayananda Saraswati's Gita home study course. In these sessions, we are studying chapter 16 of Shrimad Bhagawad Geetha, titled Daivasura Sampat Vibhaga Yoga. Daivasura Sampat Vibhaga Yoga. A topic that examines qualities that are becoming of a human being and those that are not becoming or unbecoming of a human being. Daivi Sampat and Asuri Sampat. Daivasura Sampat Vibhaga Yoga. In our study, we have completed studying the first shloka of this chapter, in which we looked at Daivi Sampats like Abhayam, Sattva Samshuddhihi, Jnana Yoga Vyavasthitihi, Danam, Damaha, Yajnaha, Swadhyaya, and Arjavam in the first shloka. We then entered shloka number 2, which began with Ahimsa. Ahimsa paramo dharmaha, say the scriptures. Ahimsa in thought, word, and deed. Has to necessarily be eschewed. Has to. There is no compromise. We will now continue our study with the next important Daivi Sampat, namely Satya, another important value. Here in this value, Satyam here refers to speaking truth. Speaking truth. So, because words can be so hurtful, one is advised to say not only what is truthful, but what is also pleasing and beneficial. Very important. Satyam refers to speaking truth in this context. Because words can be so hurtful, one is advised to say not only what is truthful, but what is also pleasing and beneficial. We have a mandate to speak only what is truthful. Satya. This is beautifully borne out by a shloka in Manusmriti 4:138, which says, Satyam bruyat priyam bruyat, na bruyat satyam apriyam. Satyam bruyat, priyam bruyat, na bruyat satyam apriyam. Priyancha nanrutam bruyade, bruyad, bruyah. Priyancha nanrutam bruyadesha, bruyah, esha dharma sanatanah. Satyam bruyat, priyam bruyat, na bruyat satyam apriyam. Priyancha nanrutam bruyah, esha dharma sanatanah. Says Manusmriti 4138. We have a mandate, says Poojya Swamiji, to speak only what is truthful, Satya. But while doing so, we may say something hurtful. So we are enjoined to say what is pleasant, Priya. And while it is important to say what is pleasant, it should not be at the cost of what is true. It should not be false, anrita. Why does anyone tell lies? Why does anyone tell lies? Interesting to analyze. It is only due to fear of facing certain facts about oneself. But not being truthful only makes a person only makes a person weaker and weaker. So, honestly facing situations and the facts as they are, and then being honest in conversation, is the way to overcome some of these fears. It's a tough ask, but one has to apply oneself. In speaking about something, our words should convey the sense of it exactly as it is. It has to be yathartha. It has to be yathartha, with no omissions or embellished merits. The dry truth, period. What is Satya and even Priya may also sometimes be useless. We therefore try not to use words that do not serve any purpose. This implies care in using adjectives and in choosing words that most accurately convey what the thing or situation is. If we restrict our speech to what is useful, naturally we become conscious about what we say. Krishna will talk about this under the section of Vak Tapas in chapter 17, which we will be examining in future. I wish to read out that shloka, that important shloka in which Krishna advises that we use 4 filters before we speak our words. And what does he say? In shloka number 15 of chapter 17, he says, Anudvegakaram vakyam Satyam priyahitam chayate. Anudvegakaram Vakyam, our Vakyams should be Anudvegakaram, Satyam, Priyam, and Hitam. Our words should not be hurtful, they should be truthful, they should be pleasing, and they should be beneficial. Swamiji says, Swami Paramarthananda says, if we apply these four filters to our speech, there we will find there will not be much to speak about. So, if we restrict our speech to what is useful, naturally we become conscious about what we say. These values are extremely important in transforming our antahkaranam to make it sattva guna dominated, so that we qualify ourselves enough to receive the all important jnanam from the Sadguru. Moving on to the next Daivi Sampati, which is Akrodha. Akrodha. Akrodha means absence of anger. Akrodha means absence of anger. But Shankara defines it very beautifully here as the resolution of anger. Shankara defines it very beautifully here as the resolution of anger. This implies an acknowledgement of the existence of anger. This implies an acknowledgement of the existence of anger. We are already angry, and a given situation evokes it. We are already angry, and a given situation evokes it. Anger comes from anguish arising from unfulfilled expectations. All words to be listened to carefully and assimilated. The mechanism of anger is being discussed here. We are already angry, and a given situation evokes it. Anger comes from anguish arising from unfulfilled expectations. Every human being has it because from childhood there have been numerous disappointments. So we are in good company. Based on some conclusions drawn from these experiences, we gather anger towards ourselves and the world. We have to resolve this anger born of anguish, or we will continue to be vulnerable to it. We have to resolve this anger born of anguish, or we will continue to be vulnerable to it. New situations do not remove the anger, but only serve to make us angrier because we are already angry. And an angry person does not accomplish anything worthwhile. He only damages himself and others. In fact, an angry person damages himself more than he does others. It is like an acid. Anger is like an acid. It's like a self-destructing acid. But a person who acts has a chance of salvaging even a potentially damaging situation. Swamiji recounts an experience here. Once, while traveling, Swamiji says, I saw a person who was so angry when the air hostess brought him the wrong drink that his shouting could be heard all over the aircraft. He is a guest for just 2 or 3 hours. If he wants something else, if he wants something else, she is going to oblige him surely. Then why such intense anger? He is already angry. The angry man becomes angry. The angry man becomes angry. Do not think that you cause anger in anyone else either. Wow. Do not think that you cause anger in anyone else either. It was all caused long ago and is just sitting there waiting for some occasion to make it manifest. That is the truth about anger. How can we resolve it? How can we resolve it? By various types of proper vichara and by resolution. By various types of vichara and by resolution. We will continue this important discussion in the upcoming capsules and take our study forward. Hari Om.